Going to fit one of our hardware upgrade kits to the Sonicwake version 3. Our turn fins are larger, go on the same mount. Trim tabs are a little bit larger as well. They go in the same holes. The rudder, same deal, it goes in the same holes. It's actually the same length. The pickups are a little bit bigger. It's a little bit wider this way as well, so you get a little bit more turning at low speeds. And of course these is pretty normal. They have a, this isn't too bad actually, but they have the, wobble in them, whereas ours has a lot less of that. And the main thing is the stinger. We're going to be able to adjust when we're done, adjust the height of the stinger, which you can't do with this. Tools you're going to need, from what I can see here, it's a 2mm, 2.5mm hex, two 10mm spanners to take the collet off because you're going to get the cable out, and a 5.5mm as well to get this nut under here off. We will also be drilling these two out and putting the larger outlets in there as well. You can see they've got a tiny little hole compared to ours, so it shouldn't be too much of a job. First thing we're going to do is take the collet off. We've already fitted one of our larger collets on here. They're a little bit longer, much stronger than the normal one, and you can do them as tight as you want. You're never going to break them. So the rest of it, just take it all off, just get it all out of the way. If you want to take note of the angle of your trim tabs, maybe do that now, but I'm just going to set everything up level and I'm going to tune it when I get to the lake after we use it. Not very hard to tune. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do the shaft first, because that's probably the only part where you have to think about anything. Well, this stinger doesn't work the same way as the old one. The shaft doesn't go into here. This here, the grommet there, sits inside here. This we have to cut it off, and that's so that we can adjust this up and down. If you didn't have an angle grinder, I guess you could just use a hacksaw blade. If you want to use a pipe cutter, if you've got plenty of time, use one of those, but then you'd have to take the shaft out a little bit so you can get to the end. Just make sure that, after you've cut it, that everything's free, like the cable can go in there easily. It's not any burrs or anything in there. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to fit the same stinger but longer. So the job is exactly the same. I just want to put a longer one on here, which I'll need to put a longer cable in there as well. This is one we also sell on the website, but it's just not part of these kits. You need to buy the other parts separately and buy this as a kit separately with the longer cable. It's another 20mm longer, but everything else is the same. So the seal that you've got here sits inside of here, and it just bolts up. Just before you tighten it right up, just make sure you're centered on that seal, and you're not just sitting like the seal, on the lip of here or whatever. Now I've got the ability to move that wherever I like. Yeah, it's going to just ever so closely, it's going to hit on the edge here. So I'm just going to trim just a little bit off the edge. Okay, so as you saw, I've probably taken 1mm off of there. So you could do that with a file if you didn't have a grinder like that. So it really didn't need much to come off. As you can see, we make these trim tabs for these boats. We've got that cutaway exactly right for the outlet there. Now you're just going to have to put your adjusters on now. Screw that in until it touches here, and then then lock that down. Might as well see where that's at actually. Okay, it's dead level with the bottom of the boat. Okay, so I'm just not going to change that at all. Just for the first test, I'm going to run them both sides and both tabs exactly in the same spot. Now this is up to you with the term fins. The old ones didn't run a washer in front of it, and this kit doesn't come with a washer, and you know, you don't really need it, but I'm going to put one on. So I mean, they'll hold without it, but just gives it a bit more surface, you know, squashing down on here rather than just the head of the bolt. Here's our rudder compared to the standard one. The actual blade itself, you can see the bit of difference there. Ours is a thicker one than this, as in that way. It has slightly larger pickups than the standard one does. They both have the 4 pickups now. The Sonicwake ones never used to. The bracket on this one is thicker. Okay, so that used to be the weak point on the version 1 and 2 especially. I think this might be a bit thicker than the old ones, but of course it's nowhere near as thick as ours. Even though ours has got that cutaway in there, it's still stronger than this. Now these are just lightly assembled in the factory without tools, so nothing's tight, and this one is facing the wrong way. You know, you've got a 50% chance of getting it right when they just throw them together. So I just need to turn this one around. Now your other advantage you're going to have with our rudder, as with all ready to run boats, there's always play in the rudders. Get this edge away. If you can't hear it, I mean if you can't see it, you can definitely hear it. Okay. There's not much going this way, but back and forth there is. So I don't know why that's always the case. I guess we just spend a little bit more time on the small things. There's a tiny bit there, but it wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't be half as much as that. Now these are held in, there's a pin there that holds this in. It's held in with a little grub screw. Just make sure that's tight. You should really put some Loctite on it. If you ever do lose this pin, you don't have to buy another pin from us, especially if you're overseas. It's just the shipping just these days is crazy. Just cut off a drill bit and put that in there. Sort this one out first. So I just need the bolt that was in there before. I've got threads in here. I don't think theirs had threads in there. It was just purely held on by the nut. So we have threads. I'm going to use the nut as a lock nut. I mean, some people like to run the larger diameter hose, but the internal is still the same size. It's still 4mm on the inside. And if you do go ahead and run larger hose, you're not going to be able to fit it underneath this tray here. Oh, it's nice and neat there now. The other problem would be here, this bend here, you've got a larger diameter hose there. The bend is going to be more likely to, you know, kink or, you know, restrict the water. You're actually better off, you know, kind of not reinventing the wheel, if you know what I mean. It works. So now I've got to get rid of these tiny little outlets. Okay. It's going to be fun to push a hose up onto there. Try 8mm. Nope. Must be that odd size that no one likes. 9. Or it could be the pliers size. What have we got here? No, it is 9mm. The first time I've ever used this tool. Okay, so the glue that they use to hold the nut on the inside here isn't very strong. I was able just to hold it with my fingers while I turned this and it came out. Look at that compared to that. Wow. Alright, so these are an M8 thread, which means you're going to need an 8mm drill. With that hole being so small, I almost think they might have done it so small on purpose. Maybe might have an idea of, you know, holding the water in there so it's not flowing out too fast, and kind of, you know, water kind of doing its job of the cooling because it's in more contact for longer. But if you can find anyone in the boat world that think that's a good idea, you'd be doing well, I think. Okay. I mean, I guess you could use maybe a 7.5mm drill and make it tight to kind of screw in there. That's another option. Kind of make it so it's making its thread as you're screwing it in. Now you know this is one of our outlets because we do them with the Allen key or the hex head, the TFL style, or anyone you're going to get from pretty much anywhere else is going to be the straight screwdriver across one that you tend to slip on and scratch. I actually think the hardest part of this whole job is going to be pushing the hose back onto this, because it's going to be doing it kind of with your fingertips. Alright, so after fighting with this thing for 10 minutes, I've had a look at the diameter, or the inside diameter of the hose, and I don't even need to put ours next to it to realise that it's smaller. So ours is 4mm, that must be 3. So there's no way that's going on our outlet. So the outside diameter is, yeah, theirs is a touch smaller, but not by a lot. So I'm going to swap out the hose as well. We'll be putting this hose in the kit. So those two hoses are on there now. That was not fun. I can tell you for sure you're never going to fit the standard hose onto these outlets. Even, you know, I had a long pair of long nose pliers, like trying to push the hose on there, because it's kind of a little bit too far, especially for that one, to get your hand up there, or to have any strength, you know, to be able to push it on. Whew. Save you some time if I tell you what I tried and it didn't work. I wanted to obviously keep it neat the way Pro Boat did and keep the hoses underneath this thing. So I thought I would just be able to lift all this off. But I undid, I had the servo out, undid those two there, undid those two there, took that one out, took the one out down there, and it still wouldn't come out. It got looser, like I could get under, I could make it kind of move up, but I think the whole motor mount, this whole area has to come out. So it didn't need to anyway. While it was loose, I could kind of get my hose back under there. This one here, I think it came from, I think the other one came from down there and up. I'm not doing it. One's enough. Man, that was, that took me nearly as long as the whole thing, just getting that one on. This one wasn't too bad because you can kind of reach it more, but that one, he was a hard boy. Oh yeah, I'll just mention on these stingers, just always make sure that bit there is tight. Okay, you don't have to do it crazy tight or anything like that, but just nip it up, because underneath that is the seal where this sits up against. And obviously once you set your angle, I would suggest you start dead straight, dead flat with the bottom of the boat, nip it up, and then just adjust from there. Alright, thanks for watching.